Welcome everybody. Welcome to Highly Motivated, a Wednesday sesh, a get together of community, a get together of like-minded people, of every people, any people. This is the digital get together, the digital smoke sesh, the talky talk, the chit chat. It's Wednesday, and we've got some micro topics tonight that are going to blow you away. We've got some micro topics this evening that I have to tell you, I'm pretty excited about. I am pretty jazzed. Okay, like every episode, before we really get things going, I just want to double check that everything's working. So as we're here, just kind of starting our little chit chatty. Remember, you can find us right now on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch, Kick, Rumble. You can find us in a whole bunch of great places. Oh, and we are live and rocking and rolling. That makes me terribly happy. Okay. So now that I know we're at least live on a couple of channels, here we go tonight. So what are we going to start with tonight? What's the exciting thing? I got some merch in. Check this out. So this is the first of the Oregonji merch that has come in. The Oregonji black on black trucker hat, but very nice. And we will be giving this away. So I should probably take it off. I'm like, I should probably take it off, but I'm getting used to it. It's like, look, this is the first of the merchandise. Look at that. Isn't that super fresh? Isn't that super sweet? It's a little small. It was supposed to be bigger, and it was supposed to take more space. So this is one of the test models that came in. We're testing different merchandise. We're testing different hats, different styles. So this is the first one that's come in. And as you see, it's super clean, super fresh. I should probably take it off because I'm going to give it away Friday. That's what we're doing. We're giving it away Friday. Okay. And we'll talk more about that as the show kind of progresses on. So what I'll do, I'll take it off for now, even though it's a really comfy hat, even though it's really, really nice, and I'll put back on the Heisman just for a little while. I'm going to go back and forth. I don't want to mess it up. So since I'm giving this away on Friday, I really don't want to mess it up. Right here, this is our giveaway this Friday. Check it out, Oregonji. All right, we are technology, we are cannabis, we are many things combined. But this hat, again, the first of the swag of Oregonji swag, highly motivated swag right here. So here's the Oregonji hat. Isn't that sweet? I think it's pretty fresh. So we're going to give this one away this Friday night. So tonight, Wednesday night, we're going to talk about a lot of goodies. We're going to bring up many micro topics this evening. I've got a lot. I took a lot of time to make sure that I'm super prepared for tonight's show. We will be talking briefly about Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk, a Republican truth activist. I'm not even sure how to phrase the guy, but we will mention about Charlie Kirk. He was shot today, I believe, at a University of Utah while giving a speech. So we're going to bring that up. But before we get really into anything, here's what we're going to start the show with tonight. Tonight, we're making tea. One of my favorite things to do, make tea. Look, tea is ancient medicine. Tea goes back 4,000 years ago. This was the original way to really refresh the cannabinoid system, revitalize the body and mind. So tonight, let's get started with a little bit of tea. We're going to need a few things. I have a tea steeper right here. We're going to get out a bag of the Midnight Brew from High Tea. So Oregonji High Tea brand. And this is the Midnight Brew. The Midnight Brew has chamomile, demania, mugwort, ashwagandha, and butterfly pea. So a very interesting combination of things. The butterfly pea being very alkaline. So this creates extreme alkalinity in your tea. So I do find that pretty exciting. So again, it's chamomile, demania, mugwort, ashwagandha, and butterfly pea. So let's go ahead and take out a tea bag. Look at that big, beautiful, chunky tea bag. Midnight Brew. So let's take out one of those, okay? So we've got one tea bag. There we go, midnight brew. We're going to put that right into the pot, just like so. Now, the next thing to go into the pot is the cannabis. So we're doing two different things tonight. We're going to be doing a little bit of flour, and we're going to do a little bit of RSO Plus. RSO Plus is Goldflower's new sativa-leaning RSO. So when you're making a tea, RSO, live rosin, or live flour are going to be the genius things that you can use in your tea. So here we go. Let's get things started. Let's get out a little bit of bud. I believe this is Durban poison. I believe it's a little bit of poison. Very excited. Okay, so we're going to grab up. So this is the one I'm using. So I'm just going to crack off this amount. There you go. This much. Okay. I'm going to break it into like 3 different pieces. Okay. This is how much I'm putting into the tea steeper. So one little bud, about a joint's worth. So about the amount that I would put into a joint. So as you see, this is the tea steeper. Okay, tea steeper, tea steeper. Let me see, Schwanzi pants. I see Oregonji has the ganji. Oregonji has the ganji, baby. Oregonji has the ganji. That's what it's all about. Oh, not only do I have the ganji, we have the Oregonji swag. Check it out. Oregonji swag. We are going to be giving this away on Friday. This Friday, this is one of the amazing giveaways we're going to be doing. It's amazing because it's the first of its kind. It's the first of its kind. An Oregonji hat. Okay, giving that away Friday. No, I don't decarb the cannabis. So it's fresh bud. I'm taking the fresh bud right out of the packet, fresh cannabis right out of the packet, and I put it directly into the tea steeper. So this is about a joint's worth, and this is this tea steeper right here. So here's the genius, okay? Here, if you can see it, I just close it on the bud. Of course I didn't do it right. I just pop it together. So here we go. This right here holds 1 gram, like 1 gram, a gram and a half, probably a gram, 1 gram of cannabis. So I put the tea bag, as you see, the tea bag is in here. I have the cannabis steeper right here that goes in as well. That stays in the whole time. The whole process of making tea, the steeper is going to stay in there the whole time. The whole time. I do have some lovely honey. So we're going to use honey. I don't use sugar. You don't want to crystallize this. You just want to use beautiful, pure, natural honey. Local, unfiltered honey is probably going to be the best for your system, best for allergies or anything like that you might be dealing with. I'm going to be a little sativa-esque tonight. This is a little Durban poison available at Goldflower Cannabis. If you're here in Florida and you have a cannabis card, definitely go check out Goldflower Cannabis. Organic, hand trim, living soil, the best that the state of Florida has to offer. The best. It's in the top 3, and I think it's number 1. It's in the top 3, and I feel like Goldflower Cannabis is number 1. That is awesomeness. Okay, so we got the tea steeper full of cannabis. We have the tea bag, not full of cannabis, but full of chamomile, dahmania, mugwort, ashwagandha, and a little bit for alkalinity, butterfly pea. Pure alkalinity. So this tea is going to be very alkaline, very good for the system, very easy to absorb into the bloodstream. Okay, so we put our cannabis in here. We got our tea. Let's pour the hot water. Okay, let me get okay. So here we go. So right now the water is about 215 degrees. 215 degrees means you're only doing a partial decarboxylation. See, cannabis starts to decarbox, starts to change into THC. It starts to change into THC delta 9 at 250 degrees. So under 250 degrees, right there with the tea, the steaming tea, this is only sitting at maybe 215, 220 maybe. So now what's happening, let me just sink the tea with my cannabis steeper. So now what's happening is the cannabis is going through what's called a partial decarboxylation. A partial decarboxylation means we're not turning it into THC. We're keeping the acidic chain. So THCA, CBDA, CBG, mother of all cannabinoids, A, the acidic chain. Here's the thing. I said don't use sugar. Don't use sugar because if you use sugar, it's crystallizing. It's going to mess up the cannabinoids. Honey acts as a medium. I do love honey. That was a lot of honey. That was a lot of honey. But really, I feel like you have to use a lot of honey. I feel like when you're steeping cannabis tea, you really have to use larger amounts of honey because you want the honey to act as a fat. You want the honey to act as a middleman to carry those cannabinoids directly into your system. Directly into your system. Okay. Excellente, everybody. Excellente. We are hanging out tonight. A little Seshy Sesh on the LinkedIn, on the Twitch, on the Kick, on the Rumble, on the Insta Cha-Cha, on YouTube. Welcome, everybody. Highly motivated. I know I already said it, but I'll say it again. I love a little high motivation. You know something? Just because I'm in a sweet mood, a little more honey. Just a little more honey into the mix. Okay, perfect. So again, we are steeping the tea, as you see, but not just the tea, but we're also steeping the cannabis. So the cannabis is inside that little thing, about a gram's worth, about a gram. So tonight we make tea. I'm not going to drink it yet. Super hot. But you saw how easy that was? Regular tea bag. I mean, it's not regular. High tea blend. The high tea blend is blended and designed for you to add cannabis to it. This is the midnight blend or midnight brew. Midnight brew by High Tea under the Oregonji house of brands. But Oregonji doing high tea. It's designed to add cannabis into it. Stephen, welcome. Highly motivated. And RSO Don Brandon, welcome as well to Highly Motivated. Excellent. Lots to talk about, guys, and we're probably going to have to talk outside of here as well. To both of you, I have a lot to talk about. Got a little honey on me. So tonight we're making tea, and in the tea we have cannabis. We have 1 gram of cannabis inside the steeper. We have this beautiful nighttime brew of mugwort, ashwagandha, damania, chamomile, and butterfly pea for pure alkalinity. But tell me, not exciting. I'll be on in 17 minutes. Well, thank you, Brandon. You enjoy church. That's good. And Steven, you've been through a lot lately. Look, the last text I saw from you, you were in a gunfight. You had a home intruder. You hear this, people? Steven had a home intruder. And not giving all the details of it, because you don't know what's pending, what's happening, what's going on, and may have not wanted it shared. But I'm just sharing the excitement that Steven's life has been going through. Whether it be good or bad, it's still excitement. Okay, we're making tea. We're making tea, which is the oldest of medicine. We are making tea. This is exciting, but wait. I got to tell you what else I'm putting in. Okay, here we go. Gold Flower Cannabis recently released the RSO Plus. The RSO Plus. It's RSO, but it's a sativa blend RSO. That's got me excited. That has me excited because I normally don't do RSOs. They seem to lean very indica. For me, they always seem to lean more on the side of relaxation, more on the side of a muscle relaxant, a mind relaxant. So tonight's RSO, by the way, the flower that I put in to this, I put in some Durban Poison. So the flower in here is Durban Poison, a beautiful midnight blend of the tea, but I'm going to do a sativa RSO. So a lot of excitement all over the place. Definitely, Stephen, we got to chit chat. I have some great opportunities And, you know, it's always good to talk about good opportunity. It's good to talk about good things and good positive forward momentum. And that's what I look forward to. Positive forward momentum. We're smoking a little bit of this Durban right here. And definitely quite exciting. I love Durban Poison. I love it because it has THCV. Oh, yeah. THCV. The V, the Victor, the extended hydrocarbon. And I just put it in here. Look, I'm making tea tonight. So as I make the tea tonight, there's cannabis inside of this. And it's Durban Poison, which is high in THCV, the extended hydrocarbon. But you're getting it as an acidic, the acidic chain, because we're only doing a partial decarboxylation. In other words, the tea is not going 250 degrees. It's going 215, 220, 210. Before it gets too warm, and I want to add this in, or before it gets too warm, before it gets too cool. Okay, so this right here is a sativa RSO. I don't usually use RSOs because they knock me out. Again, we have the tea. We're making tea. This is ancient medicine, people. Ancient exotic alchemy. Welcome. Highly motivated. So tonight we're making a little cannabis tea. All right, just showing you really quickly. I've got a regular beautiful tea bag of the Midnight Brew, which has damania, has mugwort, ashwagandha, chamomile, and butterfly pea, specifically for the properties of the alkalinity. And we also have Durban Poison, which is high in THCV. So we're getting THCVA and CBDA, THCA, and CBGA. This is a fucking powerhouse right here, people. This is ancient medicine. Okay, putting that back in there. Plus, I've got honey. Honey is what you want to use as your medium, not sugar. Hey, I really enjoy the effort you put into your streams. Love to catch the next one. Do you have a schedule you can share? My schedule is always the same. Friday, Sunday, Wednesday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Twitch, Kick, Rumble, Facebook, LinkedIn, Insta Cha-Cha. By the way, everybody check it out. We're giving this away on Friday. This Friday, we're giving away the first of the swag. This is the very first piece of swag ever created for Oregonji. Highly motivated. I'm Oregonji. Why am I not wearing it? I tried. I wore it on a second ago just to show. But I don't want to sweat in it. I want to give it away to somebody. It's the first. I wanted the logo bigger. I wanted this definitely a lot bigger. But that's not why I'm giving it away. We're giving all of it away. As it comes in, I'm giving it to you. Okay, RSO Plus, Sativa RSO from Goldflower Cannabis here in Florida, medical cannabis provider. Let's do it. Let's open it up. Let's get, ooh, that top came right off easy. Okay, how much are we putting in though? I'm not sure. I'll be honest. We're just gonna try just a little bit. Ooh. Ooh, maybe a little bit more. That seems like a lot. That seems like an incredible amount. Okay. So normally the smart amount would probably be like just holy shit, that's good. Wow. That's good. Wow, that's gonna be great in the tea. So again, everybody, we're making a tea, ancient medicine here tonight. Ancient Medicine Wednesday. I think I put in a lot more RSO than I realize. RSO plus, should I put more? I'll put more. I'll put a little bit more. I'm going to put a little bit more. Just a dab more. Okay. That seems like a lot now. Now that seems like a lot. Now I feel like I put in too much. That's really delicious. It tastes like cannabis. Doesn't taste like a distillate. It tastes like a raw cannabis product, but a little sweet. Maybe some honey got on there, and I'm like, ooh, a little sweet. But this is probably some of the better RSO I've ever consumed. Usually, I'm not a big RSO guy. So this is from Goldflower Cannabis, and this is RSO Plus. RSO Plus. But we also have which is the sativa. But we also have Durban Poison. Look, this, oh shit, almost knocked it over. This right here is Durban Poison. So it's about 1 gram of raw cannabis bud. So 1 gram of raw cannabis bud. Regular tea. Let me just, did I lose something in there? I don't know. Oh, the thingy came off, didn't it? So that's a midnight brew. So we just added a bunch of this. I'll put that down. I'm just gonna put it down. I'm just gonna put it down because that's a lot. Oh, so it's an RSO sativa. We have tea blending right here. We have honey in the tea. We have a beautiful tea bag. We've got RSO in there. We've got 1 gram of raw cannabis. Let's let that cool down. Let's let that and by the way, you leave your cannabis, the raw cannabis, in the whole time. You never take it out. After about a couple of minutes, you want to take out your tea bag. But here's an interesting fact that I learned about the tea bag. So with a tea bag, you're not supposed to leave it in the tea longer than like 8 minutes because it starts to create tannins and it could do like the opposite of what you're looking for tea to do. So the reason you take your tea bag out after like 6-7 minutes is you don't want it to create tannins, nausea, headaches, things like that. But here's what's wild. If you have cannabis, inside, it does something. It doesn't let the tannins start to create. So because of the raw cannabis, because of the raw bud, I can leave the tea bag in there longer. And I love that because I like getting all the flavors, all the beautifulness out of the tea bag. Look at that. I think I got RSO all over that tea bag. Let me get that in there. Just get back in there. Just stay. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh, that tastes good. Let me just hold that down with the weed. Oh, I'm excited. This is going to be a good tea. I haven't made a tea in quite some time, but tea is ancient medicine. It's the best way to start with cannabis. If you're new to cannabis and you're new and you don't want to smoke it, and edibles kind of scare you and they throw you off a little bit, you can make a tea. And when you make the tea, this is one of the easiest, most beautiful ways to get into, cannabis. Oh, Miguel, welcome. Highly motivated. It's been a while. It has been a while. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. It says, keep up the good work. Well, thank you. Thank you. And you as well. You keep up the good work wherever you're at. I'm going to come check. He's on LinkedIn. We haven't connected in quite some time. So tonight, I'm feeling very sativa-y, very energetic. I wasn't before the show. Listen, before the show, I was exhausted. It was a hot, long day today. I was moving. I was grooving. I was grooving. I was all over the place. And in that, it was just hot. It was just a hot day. Super hot day. Really exhausts you. Really takes it out of you. Okay. Oh, let me see if we can get a little music tonight. I don't know if we can. Oh, there's the chat. Oh, excuse me. Really enjoy your streams. Yeah, by the way, so over here, they want to know the schedule. We're on Friday, Sunday, Wednesday, every single week. Every week, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So anyways, tonight we're making tea. But that's not even the topic we're going to be talking about. Just wanted to mention it again. I'm using the RSO Plus by Goldflower Cannabis here in Florida. RSO Plus, it's a sativa RSO. I also have raw cannabis in here, which is high in, it's a Durban poison. I've been saving it. I put about 1 gram, and that means it's high in THCV, CBGA, THCVA, THCA, CBDA, CBGA. This is a fucking powerhouse tea. So excited. And the tea that I have in here is a midnight blend. Midnight blend is chamomile, damania, mugwort, ashwagandha, and butterfly pea. And the reason we're using the butterfly pea, because I'm not going to see the color changes of it. That's if you add lemon, it'll turn from blue to purple or purple to blue. It's also extremely alkaline, like incredibly high on the alkaline level. So this is making this an incredibly nice alkaline tea and absorbing everything in the body beautifully. Okay. Also smoking a little bit of Durban poison, and it is delicious. Durban poison is one of those strains that is mixed with a South African wild growing cannabis and Thai cannabis. Thank you, everybody, for bringing the proper information of that together. Exotic Alchemy. So great. We're talking tea. It's still too hot for me to drink because I'm a bit of a wimp. I can't drink too hot. Not too hot. But this is partially decarboxylation. That means we're not going full decarbox. We're not going 250 degrees plus. We're going anywhere between 215, 220-ish. That's what we're doing here. So we're letting the oils of the raw bud, we're letting the raw oils of the raw bud come out of the bud. And that to me is the most amazing thing. When those raw oils come out, THCA, CBDA, CBGA, THC, VA, the V is the extended hydrocarbon, the A is the acidic chain. Okay. There's a lot going on. So tonight we've only talked about tea so far, and I haven't even drinking it yet. And by the way, because of the cannabis, because of the cannabis, I can leave the tea bag in there much longer. I think that's pretty cool. So because of the cannabis, I can leave the tea bag in a lot longer. All right. And I'm still leaving it in. I don't remember when exactly. I think at the beginning of the show. Pretty much beginning of the show. So I'm just dunking my tea. Can't wait to try it. Can't wait to try it. Gonna squeeze the tea. I'm already feeling pretty high. We've got RSO in there. We have raw cannabis. Let's just take a test. Let me take a test. Well, it's hot. Oh my. Oh my. That is so good. I don't taste any bud, but I could taste the honey. I could taste whatever naturalness of that tea is coming together. Wow. I think I can taste the RSO. There's like, I think there was some floating on the top that hasn't gotten completely dissolved in. I just drank it. I just drank it all. That is good. Wow. That is one of the best teas I've made in a long time. I haven't made a tea in a very long time now. Before we get into more in the topics, hold on. I want to show you what we're giving away this Friday night. This Friday night, we're giving away the very first Oregonji swag. Oregonji, it's a brand. It's me. We're going to be it's all of us. Oregonji is all of us. We are all highly motivated. So this is the very first of all of that. And we're going to be giving this away. This is great. This is great. So check it out. Oregonji, Friday night, giving this away. Super excited. Yo, it's swag. I mean, whenever I have some swag for you, I want to give you swag. Friday night show. All right, all right, all right. That's funny. So Mickey D's, welcome. Highly motivated. I don't give a shit what you think. I just don't care. I have no care whatsoever if I have one viewer or if I have thousands of viewers. And you know why? Because this show has already achieved everything. And I like that. He's like, you got one viewer, old man, and it's me. Kill yourself. You feel you do that. Enjoy. You do that. You go enjoy. I think the shame in something like, by the way, Instagram, if you right now you can't see it, but on Restream, we have LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, and YouTube, all going on one network over here, and then Instagram over here. So, by the way, Mickey D's, since you're such a popular individual over there, how about you jump over to Insta Cha? You can watch me there as well. So you can find me as O420X, O420X. And that means all the hate that you have for me, okay. But really, it's not me. It's hate that you have for yourself. You don't like yourself. You're not confident in yourself. You're not a happy person with life around you. I don't blame you. I don't blame you for the way you're talking to me. I don't blame you because maybe you don't have the courage to get on video. Maybe you don't have the strength to come talk to other people and just be authentic and just be real. Just be real. Instead of slurs and just being so rude and mean. So if I cared, if it was bothering me, it would bother. But it doesn't even bounce off. I don't even resonate to that. I just don't care. But I care about you. I care about you, and I care about. Look, I want nothing from you. I'm selling you nothing. Tonight we're talking about making tea. That's it. You're a putz, and we're talking about making tea. This is ancient medicine, and in this, I have 1 gram of cannabis in the steeper, raw cannabis, raw bud, Durban poison. Again, I was saying high in THCV, CBGA, THCA, CBDA. Also, I have more RSO plus in there than I probably should. So we've got RSO and we've got the bud, and there you go. And Mickey D's, thanks for watching. Just the same, thank you for watching. And whatever makes your boat float, whatever makes your boat float. So hold on a second. It's got to be cooling down a little bit more. I got to drink more of this. The flavor was spot on today. Mm. Mm. Sergey! Welcome, Sergey, to Highly Motivated. It's good to have you on the show, sir. Tonight, Sergey, we're making tea. Just to catch you up really quickly, this right here is the Midnight Blend. It's got a lot of weed in it. So I got raw bud in here, about 1 gram, the tea steeper. I've got a midnight beautiful blend of chamomile, mugwort, damania, and some other great shit. And then I also added a giant squeeze of the RSO Plus. And the RSO Plus is, it on its own, it tastes super cannabis. And it's really good. But it's Goldflower Cannabis's first venture into sativa RSO. So this is a sativa RSO. It's good to see you too, Sergey. This is a sativa RSO. And this is fantastic. Just eating it raw. Like I put too much in there and I was like kind of wiping it off and licking it. Licky. And oh, that's really good. I mean, no joke. That is really, really good. Yeah, tonight I wasn't going to talk this much about tea, but it's been so long. And tea is so important because right there, that THCV in its raw acidic is kind of shaping, opening up my neural pathways, How important is that these days? How important is it for your mind, your body, your soul to be totally open? How important? It is insanely important. It's the most of importance. And, you know, and it's so crazy important. Look, that's why we talk about tea. So we're getting THCV. It's totally for the neural receptors. Plus, all of this is going to be getting into the microbiome, into that gut flora. Do you know what's so great about that? That's resetting the body. That's also resetting your tolerances. So I had a conversation online earlier today. People were asking questions. People were asking questions. How can I get high? I'm not getting high anymore. You know, the entourage effect doesn't last very long with me. It has to do possibly with the good and bad fats in your body. It has to do with total body weight and what fats you're actually carrying. So if you have very few fats in the body, you get high, but your duration is going to be a lot less. It won't be as extended. But you can change that with what you're eating. Smoked salmons, avocado, smoked fish, smoked meat. So something about those really good fats, good animal fats, lots of eggs. Eggs are good. Eggs are healthy for the body. Good omegas, good trans fats. No, not trans fats, just good fats. That's really what you want, you know. Wait, let me see. I had last bag of tea today that I gave him. Sergey won a prize pack and he got a couple of things of tea. So today he had his last bag. Well, tonight I don't know if you got this one. You might have. This was the Midnight Brew or the Midnight Brew. Yeah, Midnight Brew. So that's what I've got in here. I've only got 1 bag. I've got some beautiful amounts of honey and, a lot of honey, but great flavor of the tea. And I've got a lot of weed in here. So I've got RSO and I've got live weed. I just keep talking about it. it's important that you know how much I have in here. Mm. So, anyways, ancient medicine in a cup. That's what we've been talking about for 35 minutes. And welcome again, everybody, to the show. Welcome once again to this, fantastic, excellent community, this vibe, this energy. Welcome. Once again, I'm going to show this to you. We just got this in. Check that out. Brand new hat. I'm giving it away on Friday. Again, the brand new Oregonji. Very sleek, very clean, very nice. That right there is the Oregonji trademark. The logo, but also like a calling card. It's the plant, it's technology, it's the roots, which we are all the roots, we are all the people. So again, we'll be giving that away on Friday. So Friday, we're giving that hat away. I love to do giveaways. I love to give shit away. I love it. So that's Friday. That's what we're doing. Okay. I have another one rolled, but these Durban poisons have been on point when it comes to taste. On point. Their terps have been so fantastic that I find myself smoking this down to the very, very end. I mean, it's like when they say good to the last drop, it's good to the very last drop. It gets very resonated towards the end, very, very sticky, very, very thick. But that's good though. Because that is very similar to your end process and what you're getting with your RSO. A little cleaner, this is being done. This is being run through, but it's an end process unit. And again, this is gold flower cannabis, RSO plus, RSO plus. That's RSO sativa. Most RSOs, Rick Simpson oil, will be leaning really more towards the indica. But tonight we're doing everything sativa. We're doing high THCV A, and honestly, the flavor of the Durban has been amazing. It's rich in multiple flavors, and right now it's hard because I'm drinking the tea. But before the tea, it tasted like a Durban. It tasted like a Durban. It was quite fresh, and I like a fresh Durban. So Durban poison again. It's what the hell's going on out there? It's got a little spice on the end, and it's got this incredible flavor that kind of leans. I get piney lemon. I get a skunky piney lemon. The anise, see, it's that little spice and that flavor, and it's hard. So really, it's the anise. I more anise, more of the anise, but it's nice. It really is. Fucking high tonight. I'm sorry. It's Wednesday. There's a lot to talk about tonight. I have gotten to nothing. I have gotten to absolutely nothing. It is hot in here. It's like a sauna. It's like we're schwitzing together. We're all doing a schwitz. We're doing a smoke, a toke, a talk, and a schwitz. We're schwitzing. We're hotboxing the hotbox. Double negatives. Okay. By the way, again, everybody show up for Friday. We're doing a big giveaway. Meantime, it's just the hat. Meantime, we're just giving away the new Oregonji hat. All right, we're gonna be giving this away this Friday. This Friday. Boom, boom, boom. Pretty sweet. I'm like, it's pretty sweet. But we're gonna give it away this Friday. Boom. All right, now that we've been drinking tea, and this has been a delicious tea. This is a sticky table. Why is it so sticky? The cannabis is still in there. You see, the landrace Durban is anise-esque. The Colorado Durban has that 7-Up terpinolene thing. It doesn't have that. This is something a little different. I have to say, this is almost more the anise. So maybe more landrace South African. Well, So Fresh are the ones. Look, So Fresh Farms, as part of Goldflower Cannabis, So Fresh, they're the ones who did the Durban poison. And when I had spoken to them at the grand opening in Tampa, they said with this Durban poison, they're going backwards. Like they're pheno hunting this backwards. They're finding the original introduction of it. And they must have because the flavor is spot on. It doesn't totally look like a Durban. I mean, if I can remember properly, but it tastes fantastic. So not Spritey, but I do get like a skunky lime up there. And it's out, it's gone. We'll have to grab another one. Okay. So for those of you just joining us tonight, here on Highly Motivated, everybody, it's East Coast Visual Media, Major Nugs. Welcome to Highly Motivated. I feel motivated. I'm telling you. There are grand things happening all around us, people. And you just got to feel that energy. You've got to feel that beautiful flow of life. This is something that, look, we don't pay attention to it most of the time. We're too busy doing this and too busy doing that, and we miss everything. We miss everything. So this show allows you to slow down a bit. You know, and by the way, you're never late. Anytime you show up, Major Nugs, I was gonna make Major Fun Nugs. I don't know why I jumped right past like Major Fun Nugs. Major Fun Nugs. You're never late. Nobody's ever late. When you get to the show, you're here. And it's like the beginning of the show just for you. When you get here and I see your comment, whoever you are, even if you're Mickey D's and you're talking shit, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to introduce you to the crowd as a whole, to all different networks. And I'm still going to bring the good energy. So even if you come with bad energy, maybe he's going to leave with good energy. Maybe Mickey is going to look back at it's got to be Mickey D's nuts. Mickey D's nuts. Maybe he's going to look back at his stupidity and realize maybe there's better. There's good energy. Or maybe nothing at all. Maybe nothing at all. And who gives a shit? I hoped maybe he opened up a little bit to the community and wanted to be more part of the community. Not just an outcast with words, but an individual with feelings, an emotion. Wow, I could tell. Look, the crazy thing about tea, and again, tonight we're making tea. The crazy thing about tea, it doesn't get you head high. It gets you body high. It's resetting your tolerances. That's what I was talking about earlier. Okay. So I was in a conversation on the Facebook, and on the Facebook, we were talking basically about tolerance levels. So by making tea and by making a good Durban poison tea, you are resetting your stomach. You are resetting your tolerance levels. This is a big deal. So look, I don't take tolerance breaks. No. I don't ever stop smoking. Ever stop smoking for like the last, what is it, like 30 years? No, 35 years. Holy shit, longer? 38 years, 39 years? Not nonstop, at least 20 years of nonstop smoking cannabis. And that's a lot of bud. And I don't take tea breaks, tolerance breaks, but I make tea. Now this tea happens to have a shitload of cannabis in it. This tea has got raw bud, Durban poison, which is high in THCV. It's also got RSO plus from Goldflower Cannabis. RSO plus, that's a sativa leaning RSO. So I injected that directly into the tea while it was still warm. I also used beautiful honey. Now the honey acts as a medium, a middleman to carry the cannabinoids into the body, into the stomach, into the bloodstream. This right here is magic in a cup. This right here specifically is magic in a cup. I've been feeling bloated and getting a little bit of acid reflux, and I've been going through so many different things, and I haven't had time to make a tea. I've been so busy, like crazy busy. When I say crazy busy, I mean crazy busy. I mean crazy busy. I don't even know how else to put it. Crazy busy. And in that, I haven't made tea. But tea is quick, it's simple, and it's the most ancient of medicines that we have out there. Mm, mm. I still have the tea bag in there. Never took the tea bag out. Now, officially, you're supposed to take the tea bag out. You're supposed to take the tea bag out after 7, 8 minutes or so, maximum. But because of the cannabis, it's preserving the tea in such a way that it's not creating tannins. So tannins aren't being created. And I learned this recently from somebody, and I was like, really? Well, then I'm not taking my tea bag out. I am leaving it in there the entire time. The honey, we've got RSO in there, we've got raw bud in there. Holy shit, great stuff. Ancient medicine for the body. So this resets the body, resets the stomach, resets your stomach. And that's huge. That's probably the biggest medicine that we all need. We all need to reset our stomach because of the fast food we eat, or the breads and the sugars and the coffee and you name it. You name it. We do so much damage to our bodies. So, so make a tea. That was really the start of tonight's show. It wasn't so sticky now. The table's like all sticky. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, I've got a lot going on then. There is a lot happening. And since the table is crazy sticky just in front of me, I'm going to use an alcohol wipe. That's right. See that? Preparedness. I feel mighty prepared. Mighty prepared. Okay. Excellent. Welcome, everybody, by the way, to the show. Welcome to Highly Motivated. I am Oren, the Oregonji, and tonight we broadcast, as always, on multiple different networks. We are on LinkedIn, Facebook. Unfortunately, Facebook's not live. It'll be the restream of it. We are on Twitch, on Kick, on Rumble, on Instagram over here, on YouTube. At least I think we're on YouTube. But nobody really watches over there, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. We're not here even for the watchers. We're not here for viewers. We're here for community. We're here for people. We're here for you. You. And you, and you, and you. And all of you. Because through the years, life gives us, we start off having in-person smoke sessions, in-person get-togethers, in-person hangouts. And what happens is that distance pulls people apart. Work and life and responsibilities pull people apart. Lisa Luba, I can't even say the last name. I'm too high. I'm too fucking high. Welcome. Highly motivated. Good to have you on the show. How is life? Hopefully super fantastic for you. It's been a long time, super long time. One of my parents' friends. And so it's funny who you have jump onto the show. But this show is for me, for anybody to say thank you. Thank you to the anonymous person watching. Just thank you for everything you do, for, every stride you make and you haven't been thanked, or every accomplishment. Thank you. Just thank you. And take that for what you will, in any way you will. And that's the greatest thing. That's why this show exists, for everybody to get together. Everybody just to hang out, smoky tokey a little bit, make a lovely tea. And tonight's tea, probably one of the most delicious teas. If you haven't gotten the recipes down, it was an incredible amount of RSO. In the tea steeper, I have Durban Poison. And you know what I like to do towards the end of the tea? So I like to open it back up, because this way it's not as incredibly hot. And then, so you see the bud. You see what's left of the bud. Okay. And this right here is, again, about a gram. So I take it, look, I'm squeezing it. I squeeze it really good, oh, into the tea steeper. And I squeeze all that into the tea because I want all those final beautiful botanical juices. Oh shit, lost the other end of my tea steeper. Well, that's what's left of it. After you press it and work it right into the tea. I, I lost part of it. It broke. I lost part of it. It disappeared. There we go. Okay. My tea is so strong, it broke the steeper. Okay, so again, I'm just going to squeeze out all that beautiful juice. All right, and that's it. So that 1 gram of cannabis that we put into the steeper, 1 gram, this is all that's left. Doesn't even really smell like anything. We've squeezed all the juices out of it. We have depleted it. It feels, like it's still flour. So if I dried it, I could smoke it, but it wouldn't really get me high. It would probably not get me high at all. But all the oils have come out of it. All the beautiful trichomes, the crystallization, those cannabinoids got into the honey. Those cannabinoids then transferred into my bloodstream, getting into my stomach, really messing with that whole microbiome and resetting my tolerances in my body, helping to kickstart my immunities. Remember, cannabis on its own is not the wonder drug, but in combination, cannabis can do absolute wonders. So here in Florida, and if you're watching from outside of Florida, welcome everybody. But here in Florida, we have a medical cannabis program. In the medical cannabis program, we have a few different providers, but the only one really of mention is Gold Flower Cannabis. Gold Flower Cannabis is worth a drive. They are worth it. Price-wise, they are on point. Their prices are fantastic, but it's the quality that makes the difference. It's the beautiful bud that makes a difference. So thank you everybody for watching wherever you're watching from tonight. We're drinking tea and not getting into our topic. Not getting into the topic at all. But what we all gonna do, we're gonna do a little dabby dab. Because I've been talking for a while. And after I talk for a while, it's nice to get just a slowdown mentally. Or a kick up, it depends on what we're smoking. Whatever that is, it smells good. That's all we have left. So that right there is concentrate. If you've never seen concentrate, it is the concentrated form of cannabis. And how they usually get this, they take the bud, that raw flower, and they do a wash, like an ice water bath. And they really wash it really, really good. And they scrub it in there. And they take out the plant material. They take all of that out, put it to the side, and that you can use for different things. But they take all the plant material out and they've washed off all the crystals, all that beautiful crystallization, and until the water is like this beautiful pink. And then they strain it through multiple different microns. And what you're left with at the bottom is like blonde hash. So depending, like 180U, 90U on the sieve. So the tiny holes of the sieve that allow those crystals to come through, the smaller, the smaller the better, or the finer, or the more beautiful. So anyways, that being said, they do a bath like that and they come up with this beautiful product. And then what they do, let me see, I'm just going to show you what I'm putting in there. Look at that. Okay. So that's just going in really quickly. That's crystally right there. That's diamondy. That's a batter, but it's beautiful. I don't know which one it is because I can't read it. It's too small of writing. But that being said, let's just oh. Okay. So I've loaded my bowl full of absolute deliciousness over here. And I made a bit of a mess because that's what I do, and I should have used the other thingy. Okay, put that to the side. Okay. So what I do, this is a Puffco proxy. So when I'm doing concentrates, I'm not using a glass rig. I'm not doing a big, huge, hot dab. Instead, I'm doing a much lower temperature. And King's Wish 420. Welcome, everybody. Highly motivated. Good to have you here on the show. I still need your address, King's Wish. I still need your address. I have some beautiful shit to send you. By the way, since everybody's here, Friday, we're giving away the first of the Oregonji swag. So it's an Oregonji hat, black on black, trucker hat. There we go. Black on black, trucker hat. It's real nice. It's real pretty. Well, I wanted the logo bigger. So as we go with new swag, this is one of our first of its kind. It's a one of one. This is a one of one because we're testing sizing and we're testing placement of logo. And I want the logo to be bigger, like just bigger, like twice this size, like twice this size. And I would love for it to stretch out, like the roots stretch out here and then the leaves stretch all the way up to here. That would be incredible. It's so hot in here. But anyways, we're giving this away on Friday. So this Friday, the Oregonji hat is going to be given away. You see that, everybody? The first of my brand or my branded material. There we go. It's a black on black trucker hat. So only available because this is a one of one. We're going to give it away Friday. But we're just checking it out. Just checking it out. So now let's not delay any longer. Let's jump into that beautiful, beautiful concentrate. All right, y'all. Again, Goldflower Cannabis. The deals right now are insane. I mean, fantastic. Insanely fantastic. So we're going to be doing a low heat Puffco Proxy dab. Let me show you how much we got inside so you can get a good idea. All right, there we go. You see how beautiful that looks? Isn't that nice? It is beautiful. I really love this device because it's so easy to clean. And again, Goldflower Cannabis, Florida. If you have a medical card, you need to go check them out. Mind-blowing. Mind-blowing when you see the difference and the price. So it's quality, it's price. We were going to talk about that a little bit later tonight. The $80 ounces that they still got going on, I believe right now, mix and match. $80 ounces in the medical program. It's like unheard of. Unheard of, I'm telling you. Okay, no more delay. Drinking a little tea, having a little dab, doing a little tea. Tea and dabs. Dabs and tea. I don't know if there's an event like that, but there should be. The cannabis tea tonight has been incredible. Again, we use the Suno RSO Plus or the Goldflower Cannabis RSO Plus. That right there is, again, sativa RSO. And in the tea steeper, remember we were steeping some live raw bud into this as well. So this tea is like super potent. All right, here we go. Before I light up the other joint, before we jump into a micro topic, because I'm allowed to just talk for like an hour first. The first hour of the show, I'm just talking. That's it. Okay. Puffco Proxy, let's turn it on. Boom, boom. Wait, where's the button? There it is. Okay. Oh, it's set on high. Oh, we're doing a high heat. Oh, I was going to do a low heat dab, but I guess I'm not. I guess I'm doing a high heat Puffco Pro, but it's still not as hot as a dab. When you're doing a dab that's super hot, you're burning up all the batter, all the material inside of this like 3D chamber. And as it does that, I don't think it's a 3D, it's 3D. This ceramic chamber, you're burning all the product at, well, it's burning it hot. Okay. Wow. It's so good though, but it's like hot. It feels like a really long session. You don't have to hold it in. The second you inhale it, you're already absorbing it. Wow. Wow, that's finally over. One more for the road. That was a high dab. Okay, normally I don't do those. Wow. So still different than taking a dab. It's a high heat way to consume concentrate. Wow. Ooh. There's a lot going on. It's hot. It's hot, hot, hot. All of a sudden, we got very warm. Okay. Now, one of the reasons I like smoking on the show is because that's what we do as community. But one of the reasons I also like taking concentrates or doing a high heat dab in the Puffco Proxy is to show. I like to show the effects. I like to show how it's working. You know, I like to show how it's working, why it's working, how it affects me, and how it's hitting me. Because a lot of people are afraid to do concentrates, mostly because of how it's going to affect their body, mostly because of how it works with their body. So I want to show on the show, you know, how it's working with my body, how it's affecting my body. I think it's the light. The light is burning me up. I swear it is. This room turns into this crazy sauna. Or it could be the large amounts of cannabis in my tea tonight. Again, tonight we're talking ancient medicine. We're going back to the beginning. That dab was delicious. That was, I'll call it a dab. And again, this is live rosin batter from Goldflower Cannabis. Yo, real, oh shit, don't even know how to put a top back on. Butterfingers right now, Butterfingers. But the tea is the real winner tonight. So the tea, we're drinking a mugwort, damanya, ashwagandha, butterfly pea, chamomile tea with added bud. We added some raw cannabis Durban poison. We put the Durban poison in. We put a good quarter of the syringe of the new RSO Plus from Goldflower Cannabis. This tea is magic. There's a lot going on. I'm just going to give it a little mixy mix. Christopher Sterl. Everybody, Christopher Sterl's here. Welcome. Highly motivated. Oh, and we got Don Frito. Don Frito! Sorry, I missed it. I've been slightly all over the place. Don Frito and Christopher Sterl, welcome. Highly motivated. Welcome to the show. Everybody on the Insta Cha-Cha, again, we're also being watched through the restream on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, and YouTube. And YouTube, 6 places. And then here, this feed is Instagram. So you get to see me from 2 different dimensions, 2 different realities, 2 different understandings. Because I look different over here and I look different over here. Sometimes it freaks me out a little bit. I look like 2 different people entirely. I'm like, okay, gotta get used to it. Just like every mirror you look in, have you noticed how you look so different? Every mirror is so individual. A mirror, like a mirror that you look at, or your reflection that you look at, whether it be in the glass pane of a window or the reflection of yourself through a mirror, a large mirror, a store mirror, whatever. Every single one of those, you look different. You're like a different reality peeking back in, a different multi-dimensional possibility peeking back in. Wow, that's Oregonji's right right there. That is Oregonji's high thought of the evening. So that's what we're gonna ding it as. We're going to ding it. We're going to ding it as the high thought of the evening. What's great is I don't remember what I just said. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Wow. Again, incredible tea that we're drinking tonight. Wow. This is probably the strongest of the teas that I have made. And again, the tea is not really affecting the body. The tea, it's affecting not the The tea is not necessarily affecting the mind. It's more so affecting the body. It's more so affecting the system of the body. So that right there, that's super important ancient medicine. It's resetting the endocannabinoid system. It's resetting your microbiome, your gut flora. It's appending all of it. It's working it. It's bringing in healthy, positive, powerful microbes. It's bringing in powerful medicine. That right there is cannabis at its core. Cannabis at its ancient core. Like we're going back more than 2,000 years ago. But 2,000 years ago, the Chinese, which called it ma, which means many things, many things. They have one word for many meaning, one word. But in that, they wrote a medical journal, a book, all about cannabis, all about cannabis. And the earliest teachings and understandings is tea. Oh, yeah. The earliest understandings of all of that is tea. That's incredible. Okay. So, welcome everybody tonight for tea. That's what we've been doing. We've been drinking a little bit of tea. Um, mm, Almost done with it. I've been nursing this tea for like an hour. But what a ceremony. What, while talking, I've been drinking the tea. And I have to tell you, flavor wise, it's been beautiful. A lot of honey. I used a lot of honey. But again, honey is the medium. Honey is the medium so that it travels into the body. It travels into the proper places that it needs to get to through the bloodstream, into the stomach. And I was about to say it's best because I'm not drinking soda. I still have a soda sitting over here. I'm not saying I'm totally good. I just wanted to make a tea tonight and kind of get the mind and body straight. I may not even need it, but I probably will. I'm like, just say it. Just say it. But no, tonight we've had some beautiful products. All of them that I have gotten from Goldflower Cannabis, a medical cannabis provider here in the state of Florida. All of these have been picked up over there. You've got to check out their new location in Lakeland, Florida. So Lakeland is like right below Kissimmee. If you want, like, so you got Orlando, Kissimmee, and then Lakeland. And Lakeland just opened up in front of the mall. What an incredible spot. Like in front of the mall. Love it. So there, definitely check them out. Lakeland, Florida, Goldflower Cannabis. Got to have your med card. And definitely check out the crazy $80 ounces. Mix and match. That's incredible. That's incredible. I'm just saying, if it's about price, and boom. If it's about quality, then that's a marriage. That's a beautiful combination. Love it. What am I doing? Wow, I gotta be careful what I say. I can feel the ease of speech or the ease of talking, because when I say that, you have to always watch what you're saying, especially on air, and you have to be more careful not to, you know, overspeak or I don't know. So, anyways, I noticed by drinking this tea, it's like I'm not going to say a truth serum, but it feels like just be more open than I already am. Yeah, absolutely. That's what this tea feels like. So that's what I have to be careful of. And plus that dab I just took, wow, that was, that was eye-opening. And of course, this room is incredibly hot. I'm not wearing this hat because I don't want to destroy it. I want to give it to you. And again, this is the swag that we're going to be giving away this Friday. And hopefully the t-shirt will be here as well. So we're going to give away the hat and the t-shirt. How cool is that? How cool is that? So the hat and the t-shirt we're going to be giving away. But I want the logo bigger. Like I want the roots like coming down onto the hat here, right? And then organji kind of sitting right there, and then the bud just kind of coming up over the hat. That's what I'm working towards. And we'll be giving that one away as well. But this is a one of one. This is an original. This. And actually, they did a great job. Look at that. That was for embroidery. I mean, for an embroidery job, look at that. And I have some other examples coming as well that are also embroidery, but they are puff embroidery. Isn't that pretty? It's still pretty cool. It's centered well. I mean, I think they did a pretty rocking job. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, so we're giving that away Friday. And I'm not wearing it because I don't want to destroy it for you. I want you to have a really beautiful hat. Oh, it's so hot today. Or maybe it's this tea that's sweating out the toxins of my body. Look, a good tea should do a number of things. This tea has a number of incredible properties in it already. And just to tell you again, it's got chamomile. It has demania, mugwort, ashwagandha, butterfly pea, purely for the alkalinity. What a great combination of a tea already on its own. And then we've added copious amounts of cannabis this evening. We put 1 gram of raw bud. We put that in a steeper, which it broke. And we also put a big squeezy, a big squeezy of Orso Plus, which is a sativa-based Orso. And I have to tell you, this whole show, I have felt very sativa. I've been, and I'm going back over things again. I'm like, I notice it after I do it. Let me see, my YouTube feed is strong. Well, thank you very much, Chris, for checking that out. Can you get a fan or AC in your podcast chambers? It'd probably be too loud. That's why I haven't done it. There is a fan. It's a tiny fan, but it's like, it's the loudest thing you've ever heard on low. It's just, I turn it up, it goes down a little bit. I'm like, oh, if you go on high, it'll blow everything off. It'll blow down the phone, the tablet, every piece that I have it's going to blow everything away. It's like a little typhoon. So I can't have it on high. I can go lower, but it's pretty loud. So that's not the one. I'm still searching for the right fan. something. I'm telling you, but during the day, I use this as my office sometimes. This is my office as well. I smoke here, I work here. No, I do bits and pieces. I do actually some work here. Sometimes on the computer, yeah. And it's not that hot. But the difference is I've got the door open and I'm getting ventilation from the rest of the house. But the thing is, and actually midday, it's pretty warm because the sun because we have like a little botanical garden of stuff here. We've got some spider plants and I don't know what the hell that is. It could be an avocado. It might be an avocado. I don't know. Or maybe a mango. Anyways, we've got a few different things here, and they are in process of going outside. So they begin here, or they're brought here if they need attention. So anyways, that creates more of a humidity in the room, and the door is closed. So we're hotboxing the hotbox. Yeah, now that you talk about it, it's definitely hot. Giraffe, welcome. Highly motivated. Good to have you on the show. I look gone. I am. Oh, good night. Oh, good night. I don't know. Did you just get here? He goes, hey, you look gone. I do. I'm drinking the last of it. We made tea tonight. And the tea we made had a giant squozen. I'm just going over it again, everybody. A giant squozen of Arso, raw cannabis, and then a really beautiful combination of other things. Oh, am I having a good night? I feel pretty good. Everything is sativa based. I had Durban Poison in. I had the RSO Plus sativa in. I smoked the Durban Poison. I feel pretty good. Oh, yeah, I took a dab. I'm like, yeah, I took a dab. High heat. Normally, I don't do high heat. I do like it much lower temp. I'm gonna have to reset that. Here, how about we do go 1, 2, 3? No. Yes, that did it. Okay. Oh, so it's down to green. If I go 1, 2, 3, no, it's still green. All right, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Okay, how about just one? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Green. Green is low. Green is good. I think green is low. Hard to tell. Don't know if there's anything even left in here. Well, there is, but it's pretty destroyed. So everything I put in there earlier, you see, that's what's left. I don't know where that dolt came from there. You see that? Probably the only piece of whatever material might be left. I don't think so. So we're probably going to heat that up and clean it out. Yeah, I feel definitely feeling no pain this evening. Or would you be too loud? Let me see. Yeah, the YouTube feed is strong. Let me see. Da, 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 da. The people, LOL. The first hour is Act One. The first hour is Act One. It's the primer. That's hysterical. Get things rolling. Then in Act Two, Hour Two, the roller coaster is on its way. You know, I feel there's a roller coaster. Oh my God. It's like Christopher read my mind because, wait, I just want to say, by the way, ignore that dude earlier. It's okay, but it's all right. We get that sometimes. Sometimes we get some crazy comments, and it's okay. Whatever. Hopefully, he feels better about his life later. The prototype hat looked great. Thank you. I agree. Some kind of leaf thing on the rim of the hat, like those military peace branches kind of thing, maybe. Ooh, but cannabis leaves. I like that. I like that, Chris. That's a good idea. So you're so fun. I think you have more color saturation with your setup tonight, at least on the Restream feed. So on the Restream, we have more color saturation. That's interesting. I took the light, the big radioactive light from the 1952 Spartan. It's kind of positioned a little bit lower so that it's bright, but it's not as bright. You know, because with the hat, I feel like I'm sweating more with the hat. It's like I got to let my head breathe. I mean, there's not much going. There's no hair. I took all the hair off because it was too hot. So the hair left because it was too hot, and now I feel like the head's still got to breathe. The head's just got to breathe. The brain has got to breathe. Wow, people, come make a tea. I tell you what, I mean, I can smoke a lot of shit and I usually don't get loopy. I think the tea is helping to break down me. Just give you Oregonji loopy. Oren, loopy Oren. Absolutely delicious down to the very last drop. And with all the RSO put in here and raw cannabis, as well as the beautiful combination, this tea is designed for cannabis. This tea is designed to add cannabis to it. It doesn't have cannabis already in it, no. But it's designed to add your cannabis. And it creates, I don't know, you've been watching it live on the show. I think this is a great community drink. People need to get together and drink this together. And you like cheers. This feels like something like when you drink it warm, and maybe if you added a little bit of cinnamon. Cinnamon is beautiful for the bloodstream because it helps things get absorbed properly. You add a little cinnamon to that. Holy shit. And that's delicious. That's fantastic. Cinnamon and mugwort and chamomile, damania, ashwagandha, and the butterfly pea purely for the acidic, the pH, the alkalinity, the alkaline value. Ooh, I just did some dabs. Oh, giraffe, fantastic. As did I. And I really feel like those kicked my ass a little bit. It was on high. I normally don't do them on high. Last show, I think maybe I just left it like that since the show. I need to learn to. I thought I reset it. I was like, but it looked like whatever I was doing this time must have worked. We're now set on possibly a low level. And the next step we're going to have with the Puffco Proxy is we're going to clean it. Just a quick clean, and we can move on with some old dabby. Yeah, fantastic. Actually, I do want to smoke the fruit stand. The fruit stand was this incredible. I'm hoping this is it. Oh, I think it is. I just shoved my nose, and my nose is gonna be sticky. Do you see how beautiful and crystally that is? That is just like. This is delicious. I'm terrible. I'm opening it up. I'm looking. I'm like, oh, this is delicious. But what we're going to do, let's go ahead and heat up the pipe. Boom, boom. So I just turned it on. And as soon as it buzzes again, that means it's hot enough. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this Q-tip and totally clean it out. One Q-tip is just all you need. One Q-tip does such a beautiful job of cleaning the pipe that actually maybe two of them now because I messed this one up a bit. Okay, so it's hot. I open up the chamber, and actually I can still do it while it's like this. Do a quick rub, 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 and it grabs a lot of the product just like that. See? I feel like I'm doing an infomercial sometimes. They don't pay me shit. Puffco doesn't give me anything. But I love their device so much that every time I use it, I talk about it because look how easy that was to clean. That's it. Done. Done. Look. Done, done, done. It's still hot. And I pulled something out of the chamber. So it's obviously got stuff. Wow. Okay, so I'm still pulling stuff out of the chamber. That's pretty wild. Let's get rid of that. Excellent. And it's ready to be loaded as soon as it cools down a little bit. And we will do that in just a moment. So a little tea, a couple of dabs, and a little smoky toke. And maybe we might get to one of the micro topics. All right, let me tell you about some of them. When I said tonight, there really is a lot to talk about. And maybe tonight we don't talk about it. This show, you come with no expectations. This show, no prepared talkie. We have some good topics, some good carryovers from other shows as well. But no set list. I mean, no, I'm not going to be upset if we don't talk about something. You know, in that sense, let's just talk, and that's how we start the show. The big one. Okay. The big micro topic, and it's not a micro topic, it's such a huge topic. The illusion of freedom in the United States. I know, that's a big one. Take time to digest that. Don't be angry about it. There's a lot of pre-programming there. There's a lot of pledging of allegiance and a lot of heart and soul and blood and tears and wars. And look, the mighty industrial complexes that have created our civilization. America is one of those. Freedom. It's an illusion. That's the best way to put it. I wish there was a easier explanation, and I have a whole show's worth of talkie talk about the illusion of freedom. I know it's a big topic. And some people might be very angry by some of the things that I say, because now keep in mind, before I even talk about it, I am very pro-American in the sense of freedom of speech, freedom of people, freedom of religion, freedom of assembly. Here in America, speech is protected. People are, on paper, protected by Constitution. But how much of that is actually upheld by government, by police? How much? And who holds them accountable? We are, here in the United States, in a police state. I know I jumped into that one pretty fast, but we're going past an hour. If we're going to get deep into anything, then we'll get deep into some shit. This tea is beautiful tea. I like this tea. This shirt keeps, okay. I don't mean to be Mr. Don Juan. It's just hot. Hot. Okay. Okay. Just keeps opening and opening. I'm like, stop. It's ridiculous. But it's just so hot. I didn't really want to stop it. It was just easy. If it gets hot again, I'll let it go. I don't know. It goes maybe on its own. Welcome everybody to the show. That's not a show. That's just a get together of everybody digitally, from wherever you are, wherever you're going, for any reason that you're already there. I feel like I'm going through a weird spot with my mustachio. See, the thing is right there. Oh, only because as the beard regrows, the hair sometimes grows out in funny places, and it's driving me crazy. Okay, just wanted to let you know about that. Yeah, I know. Deep shit. Deep. Ooh, did want to talk about this quickly. Once again, the stores in Bickle, Venti. Stores in Bickle. I still haven't even opened it yet. I am going through a battle of soul. I'm going through a battle. Do you hear me? A battle. Because I want to give it away. But I want it. I want it, but I also want to give it away. So, Oren Connery, welcome to Connery, Oregonji style. I'm Bond, James Bond. He was one of the tougher Bonds. He was one of the Bonds that never got his ass kicked. A lot of the Bonds now get their asses kicked all the time. But something, you're right. Major Nugs is absolutely right. I need to show this how it works, and I need to review it. Stores in Bickle, okay, right here, the Venti. I'm actually very excited about this. Okay, so Major Nugs is right. You're 100% correct. 100% correct. I need to open it. I need to review it because I got it for a really good discount. But I need to open it. I need to review it. And there you go. That's it. 100%. Thank you, Major Nugs. You make an incredible amount of sense there. And just know you are making good sense. Can't help. Wow. Okay. I'm like looking around like, what was I doing? I was telling you some of the micro topics. Okay, but there's more. Let me see. I'd really appreciate some more information about vaping for lung health and new options for safe consumption. That's interesting because the Venti is more of flower vaping that, again, you're not high heat, you're not using butane contamination, you're doing a much lower heat decarboxylation. You're hitting it just as it turns to smoke. You're hitting it at that level right before. I mean, it's like it's going a little bit higher. You're just getting some. It's not about what you see, it's what you taste and it's what you feel. See, with these, this is a big one. Actually, I'm glad really quickly we're going to talk about this and I'll talk about some more micro topics. That vaping, you shouldn't see clouds. If you're looking to smoke and get clouds out of your flower, then roll and light a joint. That's it, which I'm going to do. Okay. So if you're going to vape to see smoke and clouds, then that's not why you're going to vape flower. When you're going to vape flower in a device like the Venti, so the big deal about this is you're not going to see clouds. You're going to taste it and you're going to feel it. And you're getting it at a lower decarbox. You're getting it at temperatures where, yes, you are burning the bud, or you're pulling the oil right out of the bud. And as that oil comes out, you're vaping it. You're vaping it as it turns to smoke. So it's like oil smoke. It's like you're right on the edge there. That's really what you're vaping. So very low temperature smoking flower. And yes, you're getting great entourage. You're getting a very different high. It's very clean. It's very clean because you don't have the paper. You're not dealing with burning the bud at high temperature. Because look, when I burn it, right there, I'm getting, I mean, it's really hot. It's a hot ember. And I'm burning the flour that's rolled in this joint. It's very good though. It's very tasty. I could taste it. It's Durban poison. So it's a sativa with THCV. Not all sativas have got the V. But if you've got the V is good for different things. If you've got Parkinson's or Alzheimer's, making the tea helps to reset the system. It helps to wake up. You're getting base cannabinoids and you're getting those neurally. You're getting those through the pathway of neural. You're getting those into your stomach. Your stomach controls everything. These are great medicines. These are ancient medicines. And tonight's tea, I've got to tell you, I I am feeling no pain. I'm in my temporary chair. In the last show, I broke the chair. I was sitting there talking and it scared the shit out of me and it just broke. Now, this one is not much better. It's like every chair that I pick, every chair that I'm picking, this one, this one could go. This could go at any second. It's a good, solid, giant chair. Doesn't matter. Every time I move, it's creaking. You hear that? So it's like creaking. And it's telling me, it's like, I could break. I'm just letting you know. I might break. I'm just checking. I'm checking it right now. Is it okay? This is like the most creaky ass chair ever. Holy shit. I could pick a quieter chair. But yes, vaping would be the healthiest way to continue smoking if you're looking to subsidize and not smoke as much and still smoke herb, but you want to vape. Yes, but it's a different high. And you'll notice vaping sometimes can be a little bit more work, a little bit more preparation. Um, when did really strong strains come into history? Is that a fairly recent development from breeding, or has good bud always been with us? Good bud has always been with us. But high THC doesn't depict good bud. And really it's going to be how it's bred, it's your terpenes, your taste, your flavor. That's what kicks the bud in. The taste, the flavor, it does absolute wonders. But yes, I think good bud has always been with us. It's just been improved. It's been fine tuned. It has been crossbred with other genetics to give it safety. See what I'm saying? It's been crossbred with for example, Durban poison, the one I'm smoking right now. This on its own grows wild, land race in South Africa, Durban, South Africa, and that's why it got Durban. Durban is what it was called. Durban is its name, but Durban poison is the cross of the growing wild land race in South Africa, Durban, with the Thai chocolate. I think Exotic Alchemy once told us Thai chocolate. Um, mm, that's pretty cool. So, and that created Durban poison because it stabilized the strain. So through strain stabilization, yes, we've gotten better. We've bred genetics. We've pheno hunted out certain things and looked for better highs or cleaner tastes or bigger, stickier, juicier buds. All of these things have been hunted within the genome of those strain crossings. So I guess the really strong strains is just really hunting more for those that produce higher THC. High THC is just a glue. It's a bonding agent. That's all it is. It's bonding all those other beautiful cannabinoids to your body. It's bonding it. You are doing the bonding. See, THC on its own does nothing. THC as a singular distillate does nothing. But once combined with terpenes, flavor, smell, aroma, that combo package, the terpene flavonoid, terpenoid. Once combined with that, that's what activates the receptors. That's what activates your CB1 set of receptors, your CB2 set of receptors, and your proposed CB3, but currently not named, orphan receptors. Welcome, everybody, to a little Wednesday sesh. Highly motivated, highly excited. It's good to have you all here. It's good to have your energy. And from wherever you join us from, thank you, far and wide, near and close and near, like near and close, near and far. Welcome to the show. Really, it is a pleasure to have you here, and it's always an honor to be able to speak to you, with you. You know, I feel like I'm speaking with you individually, like you and you and you and you and you. You. I do. You, and you. I'm like, okay. I feel it like a, I don't know. It's such a beautiful gift to speak internationally to even one person. What a amazing accomplishment of life. And look at the technology and how we've grown and how we've become. We can't get together and smoke, but we can. If you ever meet me in person, just so you know, Major Nugs has, as well as a few others, and Gavin has as well. Hey, Gavin, welcome. Highly motivated. Welcome to the show. So Gavin has met me as well. And in that, if you meet me here on the show, you've met me in person. You've met me in person. You meet me for real. Seriously, you meet me for real. I don't have any masks. I don't have a character. I have this. I have Oren. So happy or sad, you're going to see me. There's not a lot of sad moments, but they pop in once in a blue moon, and they're not sad. They're reflective. They're not reflective. They're understanding. They are digested. They are, I don't know, regurgitated thought process. I'm not even sure what the hell it is, because as I remember, I forget. So I'm not as upset. As I remember, I forget. So I'm just not as upset. I didn't know I was going to be a rhyming motherfucker tonight. I don't wear a mask for anybody. This is me 24/7. I mean, unless I'm sleeping. So 20, like I get a good 4 hours maybe. So 20 hours of the day. This is me. Oh, excuse-moi. So that's why the older I get, I start looking at my health. I start looking at my longevity. And for me, it's a very important thing. That's why I made tea. Tea tonight was very, let me tell you, my body feels, my feet at the end of the day usually feel pretty heavy. My feet hurt. Like the older you get, like I never hurt as a kid. I jump off of buildings and shit. Thought I was Superman. I landed. I'm never gonna be in pain. I get out of the car and I just stand up. I'm like, oh, I don't know what's going on, but they hurt a little bit. You got to massage them out. Okay, I try that. What it is, it's taking time to realize that as you get older, you need to rejuvenate things. You need natural painkillers so that you can stretch through the pain and then start to feel better. That's in my head. And that's where cannabis comes in. It helps me stretch through the pain. through the initial pain so I can feel better. And I do. I move and I shake. I don't feel it all day. All day, I'm never in pain. It's really at the end of the day, sometimes in the morning, but really at the end of the day, where when you sit down, everything hits your body. Everything hits your body, and you're just like, oh, what's going on? And you're just like melting from like the weight of the day. It melts you. This show rejuvenates me. Before I start the show, sometimes I'm telling you, 20 minutes before the show tonight, I'm sitting there with everybody, and I'm just like, I don't know where I'm going to get tonight's energy. It was a hard day. It was hot outside. I'm bitching. I'm moaning. I'm complaining. And Ange looks up and she goes, "Really? What's your problem?" I'm like, I guess nothing. I guess nothing. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good. It's nothing. That means nothing is that serious. Nothing was that important, that weighing on me. It was just a hard day. It's like if I go to a gym and have a good workout. That's been a long time. I'm going to try. This is the year. We don't have that long left to the year, but this is the year that I will eventually step into a gym or buy gym equipment and buy gym equipment and then look at it and judge it. Be like, all right, that's some serious gym equipment right there. Let me get started. After after I go do this and that and this, working out takes time, but you should take that time for yourself. And that is actually a very hard lesson for myself to even learn. I sit here about talking about taking care of yourself. I sit here and I talk about loving yourself and understanding yourself and realizing that you are human and you need things too. And what do? I work, 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 work. But then I work some more. Yeah. Well, I need to practice as I preach a little bit better. I do. I do. I here on the show, I talk about it right now. I think I've mentioned it before that I go pretty hard. I go, it's so bad, but I don't know how to quit. I don't know how to stop. And I find myself working solid 6 days a week and taking a day off here and there. And when I'm not on the road, I am constantly working. I'm at the computer, I'm marketing, I am not only creating, but I am also sending out mass emails and conversations. And it's a lot. It's a lot in the sense of marketing for one person. But at the same time, it keeps you busy because Florida is a big place to cover. Florida, there's a lot of talking to. So I have a new thing that I'm doing, and you may catch me online doing it. People are asking questions about cannabis in different groups. And before, I really didn't take the time to answer people, even though I should have. I 100% should have, but I haven't because again, I've been crazy busy. Um, oh, getting your notes finished? Good. I really got good with talking or anything, but I think it'll be good. Don't worry. And that's the greatest thing about this. This is a very different kind of podcast. Gavin wants to come on the podcast, everybody. Gavin, we're going to bring him on. We're going to find a good time where we can all get together and keep in mind, when we're doing the podcast, Gavin, if you want to even come in a little bit later, uh, or anything like that, I'll give you the link and you'll be able to pop right in and I'll press a little button and everybody will see you here. Or you can also pop in on the Insta Cha-Cha. And on the Insta Cha-Cha, you can catch me as 0420X, 0420X. Look, I embarrass myself to myself and I don't really care. And if I don't care, I don't think anybody else really gives a shit. We think people give a shit, but they don't. And if they give a shit, they're really only judging themselves. Like that guy we had on the show earlier, or making comments earlier, very rude, but that's okay. It's okay to each their own. And it wasn't me he was mad at. It wasn't me he was angry with. It was somebody else. And I'm not angry with him. I'm not mad at him. I'm instead, I feel for him. I feel for the individual that he is now and why he hurts that bad and why he's got to be that way. And I wish people like that to come onto the show and just give it a chance. Again, I'm not selling you anything. I'm not trying to um I do promote great cannabis. I do promote great Florida cannabis, which is gold flower cannabis. Um, but other than my promotion of them because of their badassery and their ability to be so organically hand trimmed living soil, I'm so impressed by what they do. That's why I don't smoke really anybody else. I try other people, and then I get gravely disappointed, gravely disappointed. Um, I've tried the top three. So gold flower, in my opinion, is number one of the top three as far as price and quality. Number two would really be Jungle Boys. Um, the Jungly Boys have beautiful, beautiful flower as well. It's crystally. Also, it comes in a lovely tray just like this. So Gold Flower and Jungle Boys do some similar things, and they offer some very similar flower, but there's a huge difference in price. And but again, I always say it is smart to check out everybody and be your own judge. Now, does that mean I don't shop at Jungle Boys? Of course I do. I shop everywhere. I shop everywhere. I shop primarily at Gold Flower because look, the deals. I was shocked by the $80 ounce. I walked out of there with like 2 ounces and I was like, how much? Shut up. Shut up. I ran to my car and I was like, that's better than any like discount. I get like okay discount. And that's better than any even really good discount. That's even better. That comes out to like $10 an eighth. I was like, man, I'm gonna smoke these. Nobody's gonna know shit. I got a good deal. Then I found out they're giving it to everybody. So it's $80, mix and match ounces. That's awesome in the medical field. In the medical cannabis arena, where it's pretty controlled, more or less, and the prices are decently high. I mean, they range anywhere from $25 to $50 an eighth. But I don't see a lot of dispensaries really still doing that. And those that do, it's hard. It's a hard market to compete if you're going to outprice yourself. And Gold Flower hasn't. They stay very cost effective. And in that, they run discounts constantly. I think there's even one coming up, we're going on now with concentrates. Any four rosin batters, I think it's like 99. Wow, that's a great deal. That's a great deal. So that's why I get excited. And that's really who I pump and promote. I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, Gavin. Gavin wants to be on the show. You see, Gavin? Do you see what I just did there? I just talked. I mean, it's easier when I have another person because then I can stop talking. Seriously, I don't feel like I can stop talking. That on the podcast, I don't feel like I can stop talking. I mean, keep in mind, what if somebody's listening and not watching? And then there's just silence. And it's me chewing. I mean, ASMR or some shit, right? But let me see if Insta's still working. Because, okay, just going to, I haven't paid attention to the Insta Cha-Cha tonight. Normally I do. Normally I look at the Insta Cha-Cha, but tonight I'm like, who gives a shit? Where is it? It's over here. It's over there. I'm just talking tonight. I don't use Instagram, but I can do the link. I need to raise my prescription. Gavin's like, I need to raise my prescription. It's cool though. Just listen. See, and that's the thing. Sometimes people listen. And if I don't talk, oh, Kingswish says, message me. Excellent. On the Twitch, if you message me on Twitch, I'm going to have to look for it. I'm going to have to look for it because I don't know where the Twitch might go. I'm going to go look at the email. Maybe within an email, maybe it gets transferred. Oh, my Gmail is almost full. No, I haven't gotten I have not gotten a notification. So, Kingswish, if you can message me on the Insta if you are on Instagram, and if you're not on the Insta I understand. On Instagram, I'm O420X. So Orin, but O420X. That's my handle. My handle. And on the you messaged me on the Insta. Well, then it's over here, and I won't see it until I get out of the this. Like I won't see it until we get out of this little chat. Wait, let me see what's going on here. Oh, we're running out of power. Holy shit, we're running out of power in both of them. How long? We're coming up to 2 hours. This is exciting. Okay, I didn't know we were running out of power. We're running out of power. The Insta might be going down this evening when it runs out of power. So I'm gonna grab this little cord really quickly, and we're just gonna do a. Just gonna plug. Oh! Okay, wait. I'll pick it up. That's funny. Okay, so Instagram just went down, not down, but like fell. The and it missed pretty much everything important. I'm just going to move it here. So this neck, ooh, it wants to fall again. Okay, I will adjust it just a hair. Oh no, then you'll see the top of the put together studio. Okay, that was exciting. And it missed. You know what it missed? It missed this. Thank God. Look, it could have knocked it off the table. It could have broken this. I mean, fuck the phone. This from Goldflower. This is gold. Okay, so the last dab of my evening. And again, it's not a dab, it's a low heat on the Puffco proxy. I have it set on the green, which is a much lower temperature. We just cleaned it. We just took a dab a moment ago. What happened to my joint? Gotcha. Okay. So I was going to show you. And again, this is, I think it's a lot. I think it's a lot. That's a lot. Let me take half of that. Let me take half. Oh, maybe not half. Maybe not half. This is a good amount. Okay. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's not a lot. It's like very little. I don't even know how much it is. Let me just, there we go. Size comparison. It's a little bit sitting on this little dabby dab thing. I'm going to put it all the way inside and just, hello, how are you? Oh, you don't want to get off. Oh, there we go. You want to be friends? Get in there. Just get in. Don't. There we go. Just get off. Get off. There we go. No. Now that I'm looking at it, it doesn't look very big. Wait. Now that I'm looking at it, it just did not look very, does it look juicy? It is juicy. You know what this is? This is fruit stand. I do need a hot knife. 100% I need a hot knife. But, it's just another toy. And then it's just so many toys. Okay. I've filled in a little bit more. Get off. Get off. Okay, good. No, okay, there we go. Beautiful. Excellent. Right. Okay. I've loaded some goodies in. This is into the Puffco proxy. Oh, wait, did anything drop out? No. Nothing's dropped out. Okay. That's in the proxy. Excellent. I grabbed a lighter. God, no. Do not use a lighter. You don't need to. It's electric. Okay, I've changed the temperature down to low. And the reason I do that is because maybe you can get 2 good sessions and it doesn't choke you up as much. So earlier, it was set on high, and I did a high heat Puffco proxy hit of concentrate. And that was serious. It was serious. So here we go. Low heat. Boom, boom. It's green, not red. I hit it twice. It buzzed. When it buzzes again, it's ready for me. When it does the buzz, then okay. And sip it like a wine. And when you exhale, you can inhale, exhale, inhale it, exhale it. You don't have to hold it in. Holding it in does nothing extra for your high. It doesn't absorb additional cannabinoids. Instead, it's going to make you cough. Instead, it's going to cut off oxygen going to your brain and make you feel like you're higher, but you're not. It just buzzed. Excusez-moi. I'm trying to be fancy. Much easier. Earlier, it was so hot. This is much more enjoyable. What's left? And there's still some left. We'll let it cool down a little bit. And we'll come back and talk to it once again. We'll let it cool down. We'll come back. We'll talk to it. That's doing concentrates. That's a high THC. And let me tell you why that's so important, and especially at low heat. The older you get, your body has, it builds up tolerances. And you need a high THC so that you can ride that wave longer. So officially, if I were doing no other smoke, no other dabs, and I'm just smoking out of that pipe just now, that hit would essentially last me. If I'm not a regular smoker, that hit could last me half of the day. I mean, you're going to lose it within an hour ish, but not. You're brought to that level. Instead of doing a dab and you're blowing your endocannabinoid system right out the water, you're climbing that ladder. And as you climb that ladder, you're higher, higher, higher. Ooh, I feel much better. And that I feel much better, you feel that for quite some time. You come down through that. But halfway through the day, you're feeling good. You're feeling positive. And that that's the point of getting high, getting balanced. It's not about blowing your brain out and be like, wow, what's going on? I mean, sometimes. I mean, if it's been a really hard day, sometimes you just want to blank out and be like, nope, not thinking about shit. Taking a really hot dab. So I can see that. That's happened. I'm like, I can see that. But, ooh, that smells lovely. And I took the whatever's from here and I was just like, oh. That's the fruit stand available over at Goldflower. Some of their most tasty batter, live rosin batter. Ask for the fruit stand. They might not have any available. That is like some very selective, rare. Some of the locations might still have a few. And I'm going to two tomorrow. I'm going to be passing through two locations tomorrow. I'm going to find me some more fruit stand. I do not want to let that run out. That is like, delish. We're going to try the Proxy in a little while, maybe again. Maybe. That tea we made tonight, y'all. Again, thank you, Goldflower RSO Plus, Sativa RSO. And we used a good portion. I mean, when I say it, I was really squozing it in there. And then we used live cannabis, raw bud, which this is the bud after we've squeezed it and after we've given it a partial decarboxylation. That's the bud. So as it dries out entirely, would I smoke it? No. I mean, maybe just to smoke a smoke, but I like to smoke a smoke with something. It's the kick that it has is gone. You know, the beautiful trichomes that were really all attached to it are gone. So, but it served its purpose. I got the raw cannabinoids into my body. And tonight's tea with raw cannabinoids and partially or decarboxylated end result RSO, I feel it was a mind body something. The whole show, look, we're going on 2 hours. And I feel like the whole 2 hours tonight, I've been like, ta, 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 ta. I mean, I think every show I'm almost like that though. It's the show. The show brings an energy to me. We need to get you a hot knife. I do. It's electric. Boogie woogie. Sorry, you know the electric slide gives us DJ's nightmares. The electric slide, the boogie woogie. I think they have some still at Orlando. I'm waiting on my dang exemptions to kick in after use. As soon as you do, we got to meet up, Major Nugs, because I got some goodies for you too. I got goodies. I got goodies for you. I got goodies for King's Wish, and also we're giving away Friday a one of one. Before I even get a hat, I want to give it to you, and that's how it works. I did try it on. I tried it on. I'll try. Look. Wait, no. I don't want to even try that because I could be sweating. I don't want to even transfer that. Look, right there. It's a black on black trucker hat, organji, sewn logo. Look at that. That is embroidery. Look at that. That's a beautiful embroidering right there. Like they kicked ass. Kicked ass. Look at that. That's like insane amazing. Loving that. Absolutely loving that. I want it bigger, but the next example that's coming in is going to be a poofy, like poofy embroidery. So it's poofy and embroidery. That's going to be pretty exciting. So I'm giving this hat away on Friday. It means a lot to me because it's the first piece of marketing, the first piece of swag, the first piece of giveaway, the first designation of being a brand. And I am a brand. I am Oregonji, and we are all highly motivated. You are Oregonji. You are Oregonji. We are all Oregonjis, all of us. That's the magic of what this is. So that's why I'm giving it away. Friday night, the Oregonji hat. It's pristine. I'm putting it right back in its box. Right back in the box that I received it in. That's probably the box you're going to receive it in. That's how I think it's just so cool. And we'll put some other shit in there. We'll put some other shit in there. That's what it's all about. Could you vape that flower, or is that not potent enough after tea use? You could actually still get some oil out of it once you dry it properly and really, really good. But instead, I would grind it and put it into food. I would use it for protein and fiber and magnesium, manganese, omega-3, omega-6. And you're still getting raw acidics out of it because you haven't totally decarboxylated it. You only went maybe maximum 220 degrees. So you're beautifully pulling oils out. So yes, it is still smokable, bud. It is still smokable. It's wet right now, even though I squoze it really good and it's been sitting out, but it's still wet. You could put it in an oven, like 100, like barely turn the oven, just a little bit, just to grab the moisture out of it. Is there any way to incorporate it into juicing? 100. Oh, cannabis, shut up. You want to go into cannabis juicing right now? You want to talk about some beautiful juicing? Mwah, let me tell you something. But see, you're not getting CBG. So CBGA, the mother of all cannabinoids, or the mother before it turns into THC, it becomes CBG. At a certain heat level, around 200 degrees. So 200 degrees brings out CBG. That's important to know because when you're eating it raw, actually, wow. So wait a second, Major Nugs. So this bud, listen, this bud would still be, it's CBGA activated. Holy shit. I've never even thought about it. It's like it just clicked. I'm sitting here because we hit it to over 200 degrees, but not over 250. We have activated CBGA. I have to look into that. I'm going to have to look into that. So, because when you eat raw bud, that is genius. Wow. Thank you, Major Nugs, for bringing me to that realization. No, when you eat raw bud, you get THCA, you get CBDA. You don't get CBGA until you go 200 degrees plus and you've activated her. And now, when this dries out or demoisturizes, dehumidifies, de whatever, it is raw cannabis bud that is CBGA activated. Wow. And tinted with the tea. So it's got mugwort, ashwagandha. It's got, some chamomile. Actually, it smells delicious. I would eat it. I eat raw cannabis, and now it's CBGA activated. I am really interested. I got to look into that. I don't know why I just never clicked. One and one sometimes do not click. Thank you. Wait, could you is there any way to incorporate in the juicing? 100% juicing. I would even now, if you incorporate it in juicing, it's a flavor nodule. It's infused with all that tea and all that flavor. So you put that into juicing, expect to get a lot of that flavor into the juice as well. And of course, if you juice it, magnesium, manganese, omega-3, omega-6, fiber, proteins. In that juice, you're getting other terpenes. You're getting those acidic chain, THCA, CBDA, maybe less because we did like a wash basically in the tea, but you're still getting some that are embedded deep within the flower. But you're getting THCA, CBDA, CBGA, and it's Durban poison, so you're getting THCVA. Wow, you've activate. Wow, holy shit. I am like this little nodule of cannabis that we just made tea with this evening is like a magic. It's magic. The more I talk about it and I look at it, I have to find out if the, the acidic chained CBGA and THCVA are present because of the partial decarboxylation that we did. I am so feeling sciencey right now. Okay, let me tell you about some of the quick things. Let me just go through it. I want to tell you about some of the micro topics. The micro topics. Tonight was the big one. We didn't really even talk about it at all. Like, I might save it for a Friday show because we're giving some shit away. So you have to listen. We're giving shit away. So you have to listen. Oh, I got something else I can give away. Okay. No. Yes. No. Yeah. No. I don't know. Maybe. No, not that other thing. Another thing. Not that other thing, but another thing. Not that other thing, but another thing. But this Friday, we're definitely doing a fantastic giveaway. I'm very excited. Tonight, we didn't even really talk about it, and there's not much time left. There's not much time because, let me just see how much time we have here. Okay. Because when the power drains, it drains. So the illusion of freedom in the United States. And again, that's a huge micro topic. I say it quickly. I want you to digest that. Micro topic. It's been something on my mind a lot. Nikola Tesla, and his ghost radio. The ghost radio. Okay. Oh, I know, a small one, super small micro topic. 0 point energy. I know, it didn't seem so small, did it? 0 point energy. Wow, that's a big one. I got to be much higher. I don't know. That goes back to the 1900s. That goes back to even before the 1900s. And the reason I say it is because right now they are developing technology that could quite possibly be 0 point energy by another name. And there are multiple inventors with multiple patents, as well as the government developing now 0 point energy. Okay. Ooh. I haven't drinking it. I had the tea earlier, but I'm thirsty. What a shock difference of flavors. I mean, the tea was so natural and harmonizing and beautiful, and it just assimilated into me. It's like the Dr. Pepper has to shock me with just like mind numbing. I can taste it in my brain. Blackberry. But right now it doesn't taste like blackberry. I told you the tea helps reset your body, resets your stomach, resets maybe some of your taste buds. It didn't taste bad. I mean, if I'm in the mood for super sweet, chemical blackberry taste. That's what it flavored like. That's what it flavored like just now. But I was thirsty, and I'm probably going to drink more. And then as I drink more, it's probably going to taste better. That's a little frightening as well. Wait, ooh, I missed some shit. Hold on. I missed a lot of talkie. I'm Monty Katz, a passionate gamer who loves this game. I'd love to team up for some matches. Wait, are we playing a game? What the fuck is that? Wait, are we in a game? Have we been playing a game? Am I losing? Am I winning? I start with, am I losing? Am I winning? Are we, what kind of game is it? I feel like we've just entered into this. Welcome. You have just entered the game. I thought it was a podcast. No, it's a game. Shut up. But thank you, MontyCat98. I appreciate whatever that is. It's got to be a bot. Who gives a shit? Let me see. Oh, Major Fun Nugs here. My friends and I all have high-end juicers, and trying to learn about it. If you have any info, this would be amazing to share. Shut up. You really want to know? So Jack LaLanne, which is the juicing master. Jack LaLanne is who I got my first juicer from. Is who my mama got her first juicer from. And the lesson in juicing came from Jack LaLanne. The juicing fucking legend. The fucking juicing king of the world. Look him up, people. Jack LaLanne. And if he's not alive, he should be. He's probably like 120. But he was a juicing master. I don't know if he's alive. And the guy I met already was very sprightly, but was easily in his 80s. No, 70s. Early 70s. Oh, hold on a second. Let me just, oh my God, I don't know what's happening there. Oh, that's not good either. Okay. All right. I don't know how much longer we're going to go. We're just going to go till we can go. Both Instagram and the Restream. Somehow we got a huge power drain going on. Maybe I'm just sucking all the power tonight in my super high energy, highly motivated Wednesday Seshy Sesh. And look, every show is different. Some shows we get right into the topics. Tonight, I said the illusion of freedom was a big one. I don't know if I felt like tonight was the night really to jump into that. I just said 0 point energy. Look, I like to talk about suppressed technology. Tesla's ghost radio. I like to talk about some fun shit. I think that was it. I think that was it, which has, frequency continuation. So from the last show, just to show again, we were talking about the Schumann resonator, not the human, the Schumann resonator, which this is the first part of a multi-part device. Oh, my brain just stopped. Of a multi-part device. And we're building a rife frequency healing generator that has either pad transmitters or a plasma transmitter. I've noticed when it's in the air, so if I put it on my body, I don't feel it so much in the air. But I don't know how to describe it. Does it work? I don't know. I mean, I can't rightly say. I did one for pain, and I was getting a headache, and I ended up having 0 pain in my body. My back didn't hurt, my legs didn't hurt, my head didn't hurt. So does it work? I don't know. I don't know yet. It's inconclusive. Maybe I need to do one frequency and sit with it for a while. But I've been so curious about Smoke Exclusive on the Insta-Cha-Cha. Smoke Exclusive, welcome. Highly motivated. Smoke Exclusive, welcome to the show. It's good to have you here. Tonight, earlier in the show, we've been doing tea. Tea is such an important thing. We made tea. We put an RSO Plus, which is a sativa RSO. Really quite nice, I have to tell you. We used the Midnight Brew by Oregonji. I know the power's low. It's coming. The power's low. I'm like, I know. Anyways, we used honey, we used this. It was a beautiful tea. And we drank a really big, giant cup of it. Body and mind. And we also did raw cannabis. So, body and mind, I'm feeling pretty snazzy. Okay. Again, everybody can catch me also on Insta Chacha or right over here. Let me see. Okay, so it's still got more nutrition. Wait, okay, wait. It does still have nutrition. And if you're using a juicer, I love juicers and I love cannabis and juicers. Look, the waste that it's going to get rid of with the juicer, this is probably the best way to do it. Because if you just do raw bud on its own, it's going to waste a lot because it doesn't press it. That's a great. I am like this fucking revelation a second tonight. Look, look, look. If you're juicing it, maybe you want to make tea with it first. I'll tell you why. If you take the raw bud and you put it into the juicer, those crystals, those trichomes might get knocked off. Remember, the juicer is just grinding and spitting out the pulp and just grinding out the juice. But cannabis requires a bit more of a press. It needs a little bit of a finesse. A press, a finesse. I am rhyming tonight like no other. That was it. That was it. That was like the whole Oregonji rhyme tonight. Just stopped. Okay, because I acknowledged it. If I hadn't acknowledged my rhyme, then the rhyme would go on. You just can't acknowledge it. You know, you can't examine it. You can't be at. No, I was gonna say. Anyways, yes, make a tea with it first. That way, and then use it when it's still wet and infused. And now, if you make a little bit of it, if you're gonna make a couple of teas, maybe put it in the refrigerator and save it that way. No, I don't know. Let it dry out a bit. I'm gonna really have to think about this, but I think if you add it to the tea like this, you're getting more juice out of the bud. You're gonna get more of the botanics out of the bud. So maybe if it's a little damp, and already partially activated and decarboxylated. It's already activated. I have to look this up though, because I'm thinking this is absolutely amazing that the buds, we've activated it. By making tea with it, you're activating CBGA. If it's Durban poison, you're activating THCVA. Wow, that's a long one. So yes, 100%. Making a tea with this, no, juicing this after you make a tea. Now I think we've hit the nail on the head. I'm excited. It's like the revelation tonight into it. It's like I didn't think about it before. Wait, I was thinking that extra profile from the teas would enhance the juice also. See, I didn't even see that comment yet. Very good thinking. Okay, so it's still got more nutrition still. We need to dig on that. Okay, I have a low heat masticating juicer. A low heat masticating juicer. Holy shit, now we're talking some serious stuff. Wow. Hold on a second. I was thinking, I have a low heat masticating juicer. Other juicers heat up the ingredients and it loses nutrition. Not heating up necessarily. How hot? Is it one of those that just like a ninja just fucks it up? Just gets in there and just kicks everybody's ass? Wait, is it heating up to turn it into soup? Or is it, and you don't lose nutrients necessarily if you're heating things up. It depends how hot you are heating things up, I tell you. And for example, I would, if you're doing it that way, I'd do it like with apples only. Apples and cannabis together. But then I wouldn't refrigerate it because the apples are going to ferment and blow some shit up. Okay, let me see. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Okay, I have a low heat masticating. So masticating means it's beating the shit out of it, right? It's just chop, 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 chop. Okay. You would want that extra moisture from the tea in the juice, right? 100%. 100%. Because now it's going to squeeze that juice that is also holding those cannabinoids, that is holding that CBGA, that recently activated CBGA. Man, I am like, wow. I look, I eat bud. And when you eat the bud, you're only getting THCA and CBDA. And I'm like, well, how can we get CBGA into the mix as well? By making tea from her. and saving her and decarboxylating. Okay. Wow. That's pretty good bud. Wow. So I'm eating the raw bud from the from the tea that I made earlier. It is more than palatable. It's almost enjoyable. It's got a certain umami about it. No overpowering flavor other. I mean, it's a little nutty. It's I've got weed all over my mouth. Okay, it was a little nutty. Very herby, very herbaceous. Very sticky on my teeth, which is protective. This is it's like, and then at the end it's kind of leafy, spinachy almost. So nutty, spinachy, very herbaceous, very I'm like, I'm trying to get all the flavors from this. It's really good. Wow. I'm going to eat the rest of that in a second, but I think I'm going to break it down a little bit. I'm going to put it into some food. I really do. I think like a seasoning, that's like if I dry it out nicely, chop it up, and then whatever. I think as a seasoning, we're talking about not bad. It's not bad. It's not if I'm gonna lay it out, I'll bang it out, I'll open it up, I'll put a little maybe salt on it, like a little sea salt, a little pepper. No, really, I mean that will bring out really amazing flavors. It's almost like a seaweed, but not sea like, and not, but it has a very similar umami, but not the saltiness. There's no saltiness and no sea inspiration. So while I drink the soda, but my teeth feel protected because of the cannabis I was just eating. I probably got weed in my teeth. I did. It feels protected. I mean, I know it's such a silly thing. I mean, but that was really quite good. I really enjoy it. I mean, I've eaten weed before. But not, I think I've more added it to added it. I've added it. I've added it to lots of things, actually. I've cooked with copious amounts of cannabis quite delightfully. Just want to let you know. I like it a lot. I think its natural flavors, if done properly, can be godsend to dishes. Okay. I have a heat mass heater. Would you want that extra moisture? Yes, extra moisture. Ninjas overheat the raw fruits, and I was told the slow grinding, masticating juicers preserve nutrients. They do, but if it's creating, if you have a heat being put to that, I would do well. I mean, I would add it to any juicing grinding combination, especially if you're getting, because you want the protein, you want that fiber. That's why I eat it raw. It gets into the stomach, it binds things up, it sets things regular. Let's not get dirty here, people. But it brings your body back to better. It brings your body back to good. In combination, you got to eat right. You got to have right fats. Look, again, I was talking online to people and they're like, I'm not getting high. Nothing's getting me high. I'm doing all these fucking dabs. Well, of course, you're overloading your system. Yeah, but I'm taking tolerance breaks for like 2 weeks and nothing. Okay. I don't take tolerance breaks. I eat raw weed. I drink the weed. You have to reset your system. Making the tea, getting those base cannabinoids, you are helping to reset your system. And fasting. I didn't mention it online, um, but I know I've mentioned it here on the show. Intermittent fasting has been changing how I feel. I coming up to this point, I look at food, I get bloated. I eat something, I get bloated. And I find it just difficult on me. So I've been trying the intermittent fasting. I don't eat past 8 o'clock at night. When I do the show, I drink sodas and it fucks everything up. But I don't eat past 8 o'clock at night, and then I don't eat again until 1 o'clock the next day. Now, granted, I'm sleeping 7 hours of that, six, 5, 4, but I'm sleeping a couple hours of that. And so I'm not having to really think about food anyway. And I'm not really that hungry regardless. So I just have to stay away from the ice cream, stay away from the cookies, stay away from the chocolate. It's very difficult. They call my name. I'll be sitting across the house. It's us, cookies. How are you doing? Yeah. Ice cream. We're right over here. I can't. I'm like, okay, I'm coming. I'm going to get a bite, just a little bite. And that messes up everything. So you don't want to touch anything past 8 o'clock at night. And then eat again the next day at 1 o'clock. That's it. Intermittent fasting. Very simple, very easy. It's not that easy. I've been trying it every single day and I've achieved it. Like if I do it throughout the week, um, okay, I try it every single day out of the week. Say like 7 days out of the week, I accomplish 2.5, 3. But that's good. That's a start. And maybe this week I will accomplish tomorrow, which I probably will. And maybe I can accomplish the next day. I probably won't. But that's the plan. And I did accomplish it sort of. No, I didn't, did I? I tried Monday. I tried hard Monday not to eat, and I didn't eat until later. But I ate terrible things. I ate really terrible things. So yeah. But I mean, I don't know how much more that fucks it up. But you just can't eat past 8 o'clock. So anything between 1 o'clock and 8 o'clock, that's your window of eating. Now, it doesn't mean you gorge. It doesn't mean you overdo it. And a lot of times you're just not even hungry at that point when you think about it. And it's good because past 20 hours of fasting, your white blood cells are rejuvenating, they're duplicating, they are regenerating. White blood cells are very important for the body to fight illness, fight disease, bring the greatest of immunities. By doing a fast, that's what you're bringing in. So again, it's cannabis in the combination. It's good smoky, but it's also having the knowledge and understanding that health is part of that. I don't say medication because I think cannabis is the medication. That's my viewpoint, but that's my personal viewpoint alone. Please do not take the viewpoints of Oregonji, Oren, against any of the products or anything like that he's been talking about, blah, 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 blah. It's my words only, but this is medication. It's my words only. This is hemp ethanol fuel. This is my words only. This is a building material. This is my words only. It's a superfood. This is my words only. It is ancient fucking medicine. That's what we're talking about here. And that is the most beautiful and ancient of all. I'm just here to open up more minds into cannabis and the understanding of it. I think this RSO has made me very emotional, or the tea has made me strangely, you know, emotional. Mm. I want to share. No, I don't. I don't know what to share. So I don't know what I wouldn't want to just share because digging into that Pandora's box could be quite frightening. There's a lot of great stories and a lot of not great stories. There's a lot that goes into making me, that has made me. A lot of bad words thrown at me that have never stuck. Maybe as a kid they stuck. And I wish I was the Oregonji as a kid. I wish 30 years ago I was this. Like, I wish I was me. Fuck. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's what you hear. Like when you, shit, have I gotten to the age where you say shit like that? That's fucked up. That is fucked up. Oh my God. I'm like, again, another revelation. I don't know what the hell's going on here. This is, this is some shocking stuff. No, seriously. All right, let me see how much Insta Cha we got. Oh shit, we don't. All right, Instagram, I've got to shut it down. I'm sorry. It's about to shut down anyways on its own. All right, okay, okay, yeah, sorry, Insta Cha. All right, sorry, people. Sorry. Wow, sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I mean, it's life. It's what it is. Uh, but man, I tell you what. Um, wow. Let me just borrow this, put this over here. Great. And we're just going to, it's hot. Wait, ooh, that's a hot phone. I'm just going to put it right over there, away from other things. Right. Oh, okay. Fresh press juicer. Wait, oh, tick, 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 tick. Yes, ninjas. Grinding and fresh press juicers are king. Fresh press juicing. Ooh, yum, yum. Uh, could you also roast them in an air fryer with some herbs at a low temp, just as you would Brussels? Yes, yes, you could. I would use olive oil. Olive oil is beautiful, goes great with the bud. I really haven't used an air fryer, so I've used like a toaster. I've used if I do Brussels, if I'm doing Brussels sprouts, let me tell you something. I do them in the oven. But wait, I start them on a, so I make sure I have something that has a metal handle and I can put it in the oven. But if I'm doing Brussels, I start initially a high heat. I got the oven already going. Initially a high heat. I like to give them a little bit of a char. Then, if you throw cannabis in with that, that might be some interesting shit. And then do some olive oil on top of that, crack some lovely pepper and salt, put that shit in the oven. Wow, now we're talking. Well, keep in mind, the oven is doing a decarboxylation and it's activating it with your food. I mean, I'll break it up. I wouldn't just put like a nug here. Take that fucking nug. There you go. You got a nug. Do something. I mean, or even marinate your cannabis beforehand. So take your bud, break it up a little bit, and maybe keep it chunky. Keep it chunky because you maybe want to break it up right before you put it in to retain some of that moisture, some of that terp. But take the bud nice and chunky. Maybe put it in like a pre-marinade. Maybe a nice garlic, lemon, pepper. Maybe do like a nice Hawaiian type thing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know unless I'm in the kitchen and I'm looking at shit. And and you're looking at all the spices. You're like, oh, okay. You and you and you. All right. I've done Cajun cannabis before. That's some good stuff. Very oily. I did it with chicken. I did a recreation of a chicken that was on a show with Richard Pryor, where he was a waiter for this dinner service with Goldie Hawn and oh, I can't remember. Oh, I mean, it'll pop to me. I want to say it was Chevy Chase. He was there, but maybe not. Um, Chevy is always genius, but for sure it was Goldie Hawn, and it was anyways. So he was the waiter, and the cook assistant used the spice, thinking it was like oregano, and instead, as Richard Pryor put it, that was like some high grade, best of the best shit you've ever smoked. And you did what? And so there was very little left, and she put in like the equivalency of like ounces. I don't know. It was insane. And they put it into the sauce of this chicken dish, this chicken pepperoni. So as a kid, I watched this show so many times, and for some reason in my head, this chicken pepperoni stuck with me. So I've made versions of the sauce with cannabis that have been some of the best things people have ever eaten. Now, you might think, yeah, how hot does the sauce get? I think it gets pretty hot. I think a sauce gets hot enough to do a little partial decarboxylation. So here you're really eating base cannabinoids and they're being preserved in the fats with the olive oil, because that's why you want to use olive oil. You want to use it for the fats. Like, oh, I got an itch that I can't get to it. Can I get, wait. Let me use the chair. Oh, no. This chair is worthless. It's worthless. Okay. So the olive oil works as a temporary fat. That's actually kind of cool. I didn't even think, I mean, I thought about that before, but I just thought about it again right now. I'm like, oh, that's really fun. That's why you want to pour that all over your bud, all over. So you can roast it, yes. Maybe splash it with some infused oil. Again, you are on a good level here. I've also been trying the intermittent fasting. It is helpful. See, don't you feel more energetic and like just a little bit better? And at first it was really hard. Now it's starting to get a bit easier. And you can eat cannabis, by the way. Listen to this. I'm doing a whole piece on this with the intermittent fasting. So if you're getting really hungry, you can eat your bud. Like just now, like where I did like chew a little bit of bud, you're going to eat a little bit of bud because that's okay. That's not going to shock your system as it's repairing. It can actually probably use that. Good fiber, good protein in the stomach. So if you're doing an intermittent fast and you want to go that 20-hour, that 22 hours, holy shit, that's the way to do it. And by the way, if you're doing an intermittent fast, you can drink a little bit of water. You could drink a little bit of water, or you can make tea with no honey, with nothing, just the tea. But that's it. That's not, I mean, I say now it's not so hard. In the beginning, treacherous. I mean, but don't, and when you're failing, don't beat yourself up about it, because I'm still failing. Look, I had a good day the other day. I went like 18 hours. I'm like, wow. And I felt pretty good. And when I finally ate, I felt a lot better. And oh, I got a crick in my neck. I can't, I can barely turn that way. But I felt better. I ate. I enjoyed. It was something I don't remember. It might have been something okay for me. It might have been okay. I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what it was exactly now. Like, who gives a shit, right? Who cares what you're eating when you're eating it? That being said, looks like we are breaking down on the power on the tablet here. So I just want to thank everybody for coming to the show. Thank you for being a part of this movement, this constant movement, this growing movement, highly motivated movement. Thank you, everybody, for sharing us. And thank you for those that just want to keep it to yourselves. Thank you to both, to everyone, and for all reasons. Thank you to the ones that come and heckle. Thank you. Thank you to the ones that don't. You know, I regardless, you're going to get the same authentic appreciation of your attendance on the show. That's something. Let me see. Thanks for the tips. Skipping one night meal has changed the game because I also eat late in the day. I eat super late in the day. So instead, around 1 o'clock, look, the other day I ate at like 12:30. It's okay. You don't have to go exactly. I was like, I can't anymore. Look, I just gotta eat. I gotta eat. I gotta put something in my mouth. Something. And it's not that I was necessarily hungry. I have this, it's like the oral fixation. When I quit smoking, I always had to have something. And, I had a pen, I had a vape pen for a long time, and I was vaping, which I believe messed up my breathing patterns. So that's why the other day I did the oregano oil. And since then, I feel like that's cleared up a lot of my breathing issues. So it's things in combination. It's not it's not one thing. It's things in combination. And this community is part of that combination. You are all part of the big combination. So thank you for being there. Thank you for just being. Thank you. Remember, you're great energy, and you are the energy in the world. You are the energy that the world needs. I'm terrible. I'm gonna go eat some ice cream. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No. I just thought about it. Like I'm sitting there looking at myself right now going, are you gonna go eat ice cream? Are you gonna do it? And I just said out loud, I'm like, I'm gonna go eat some ice cream. It's some ooey gooey cake ice cream. I mean, how can I not go eat ice cream? I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna leave it alone. There's also some really beautiful homemade vanilla. You know, we've got all bloody vanilla things, no chocolate. What's going on, people? But I've got some lovely chocolate in the closet that I should also not touch. Fuck. And it's hard because I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna stand there and I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look at it. I still have weed in my mouth. I'm gonna look at it and be like, you don't win. You don't win. And I'll go sit down. And then I'll get up again. No. I said no. And I'll inch closer to it. Like I can smell it better. I can see it better. No. Fuck off, chocolate. Fuck off. Even though you're fucking tasty, fuck off. It's same with the ice cream. I love ice cream. I love ice cream. Listen, if I didn't get brain freeze, I would just eat ice cream. That's not the reason. That's not the reason. Oh, remember everybody, this hat, no, I'm so high. This hat we are giving away this Friday night. And this Friday night, we're talking about the illusion of freedom and Tesla's ghost machine and 0 Point Energy. That's what we're talking about. And you're going to win the Oregonji hat. All right. It's happening this Friday. Oh, did I get it? That's here already. Shit. No. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. And again, be amazing. Be everything. Thank you. Okay. Good night. I got to go. This thing's going to shut off.